This chapter carried a feeling of positivity and wholesomeness, which in turn left me smiling throughout its entirety. Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Delia, and today let's talk about chapter 19 of the Blue Box manga series. A fantastic chapter in where rivalries were reignited and we learn more about Chinatsu while she continues to prove that she has feelings for Taiki. So speaking of our main protagonist, that's where I want to start this review. After all, his interactions with both Chinatsu and Haru allowed me to like the character even more. I actually like Taiki more as a protagonist after this chapter alone. He earns a lot of respect from myself. The conversation with Haru does two particular things. Number one, it gives us more information about Haru's character, which is a topic I'll be bringing back up in just a second, so more on that in a sec. But number two relates to Taiki. It shows his determination while teaching him a psychological lesson from a facing an opponent perspective. Haru says, look, if you lose too many times to the same person, it creates a negative feeling in your mind. Haru was obviously talking about personal experiences, but it's still a good piece of solid advice that Taiki is able to take on board in this situation. And we know that Taiki has that determination still within him because of the amount of training he still wants to do. Where on the other hand, Taiki's interactions with Chinatsu creates this feeling and vibe of wholesomeness and romance, helping Chinatsu with her bags, but more importantly, showcasing that he's not afraid of being seen together outside of school. This, in Chinatsu's mind, is a really good positive thing, and ultimately leads to a massive smile on her face, which looks absolutely stunning. Now then, we move to the segment with the shrine, and this was a really thoughtful and kind gesture from Taiki's character. However, it does make me slightly worried about things to come in the future with the series. This could be a sign that something bad is going to happen that prevents one of them from reaching nationals. Taiki's wish is for both of them to go, and somewhere in the back of my mind, that little voice was telling me that this is a death flag being raised. Nope, no one is going to die here, but someone is not going to make it to nationals. Be that it may be, someone could get injured, which stops the momentum that they have going into their national qualifiers and prevents them from progressing any further. Or it could be due to a lack of skill. I kept getting this feeling that maybe Taiki is lacking in self-confidence when reading this particular chapter. This would make sense because he's not able to beat Haru at this moment in time, which already was a seemingly overwhelming force that he had to overcome when it comes to going to the national stages. But now he learns that there is someone even better than Haru waiting, which just adds more pressure to Taiki. Plus, we always see Taiki wanting to train and improve himself. This is very admirable, but it might also be an indicator that he lacks in self-confidence when it comes to assessing his own skill level. However, with all that being said, we just have to wait and see how it plays out. And you know what? I'm very positive in thinking that whatever comes is going to be very entertaining and fun to read. This series has not disappointed so far, and I can't wait to see how Taiki progresses and move forward in the future. Now let's move on to Haru's character. Okay, so swinging back around to Haru, the information that we learned within this chapter about a player that not even he can beat makes me believe that we are going to get a focused set of chapters revolving around Haru and him trying to overcome that player. Who knows, we might get some psychological factors thrown in involved as well, as of course we had that line / advice from Haru where he tells Taiki in this chapter, don't lose too many times to the same player, otherwise it creates a negative state of mind. Now, obviously, we are led to believe that we'll get this matchup at some point, and I'll be okay with that. This seems pretty interesting, and I can't wait to learn more about the situation. However, my one concern about this, though, is if Haru does end up losing again against this character, I hope he doesn't get angry and frustrated and turn that anger towards Taiki. blaming him, saying things like, how am I meant to grow stronger and improve when I'm constantly babysitting a weakling like you? If Haru does say something like that, then honestly, all my respects for that character would go down the drain. I get it, you'll be frustrated, you'll be annoyed, you'll be angry at yourself. But if Haru takes it out on someone else and blames Taiki because he was weak and of course his tag team partner, so Haru couldn't focus on his own training as well as train Taiki, it just makes Haru out to be a bit of a type of character. But if that situation does have to happen, if Haru has to lose, at least make it so that that kind of frustration pointed towards Taiki, or blame pointed towards him, motivates and lights a fire within Taiki to beat Haru's rival, proving to Haru that all the time spent training together was actually worth it. Like, that would be the result. If Haru does mess up and blame somebody else for his own misfortunes and his own bad play, then make the person that Haru blames the redeemer, the one who beats Haru's rival, proving Haru that, you know, it is okay. Now finally, let's talk about Chanatsu. And did you know she finds bugs creepy? An interesting bit of fact about one of our favourite female characters. Plus, this girl just keeps on giving us hints relating to the fact that she likes Taiki. The hint being, well, she takes notes of his upcoming events. More specifically, she knows the exact date of the badminton national qualifiers. This shows us at the very least that she has an interest within Taiki. Maybe she was planning something to help motivate him or inspire him and move him forward before the event took place. And that's why she knows the event. It would also fit in line, if that were the case, with the supportive nature that the two have in their relationship as friends. Now, just like Taiki and the rest of the fanbase, myself and you included, we all want to know, what did Chanatsu wish for? And the obvious answer would be to go to nationals. However, I don't think she's quite that selfish. I believe that her wish was based around Taiki's family, as they've been the most influential and helpful supportive people within her current situation. It's thanks to them that she's been able to chase her dream, and it's thanks to Taiki that she's not given up on that said dream. So it's logical to think that Chanatsu would have her wish with Taiki's family in mind. Maybe she just wishes for their good health and fortune in the future endeavours, instead of something selfish like herself going to nationals and good luck in basketball. After all, to help put more evidence into that possible idea of her praying for Taiki's family, she was just praising them and saying how thankful she was towards them before going to the shrine itself. Now again, I hope nothing bad comes as a result of this wish. Just imagine if Chanatsu did wish for Taiki's family to be in good health. Then suddenly, one of his family members gets sick badly. And it's just before Taiki's big match. And this causes him to lose focus and fail as a result. Chanatsu, although it wouldn't be her fault, would think that it would be. Because of superstition, she would blame herself, causing her to feel negative emotions. Honestly, I hope that doesn't happen, because under no circumstances do I want to see Chanatsu sad or upset. After all, she's got a great smile, so let's keep it there. Anyways, those are my thoughts and opinions on this amazing, sweet, wholesome chapter. The art style was fantastic, and the characters involved played their part perfectly. I'm really loving this series so far, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the reviews that I give about it, as well as the fact is, I can't wait to see what happens next in the Blue Box manga series. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you want to read the chapter, the link's in the description down below. Go check it out, you won't regret it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day, alligator, matane, goodbye!